Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Fierstein. I'm the owner and president at Powercall Sirens. Today we're here to discuss the Powercall Dx5200 electronic siren, installation, and some questions. The Powercall Dx5200 is our flagship siren. It's the siren that has the most tones, it's the most expensive, and it's the top seller at our company. The siren retails for $319.99, and it's available on powercallsirens.com and in stock today. Before we get into the actual siren, there are some questions that I need to address in reference to installation to ensure that you have a clean and easy installation. Many siren manufacturers wire their siren speakers differently. Wayland, Code 3, Show Me, us, and many other ones, Signal Products, they all wire their speakers differently. Some wire in parallel, some wire in series. If you're not familiar with what these are, parallel is taking two siren speakers, taking both pluses and minuses and wiring them together, and that gives you a single plus and minus that goes to your siren. Our sirens are not wired that way. Series is when you take the positive and the negative of one siren speaker, of each siren speaker, and you wire them together, and that gives you a separate positive and negative between two speakers that goes to your siren. That is also not the way ours are wired. The Powercall sirens are both wired directly from the siren to the siren speaker, which means, as an example, on our DX5200, is you have two terminals on the left for speaker 1, and you have two terminals on the left for speaker 2. Each siren speaker has two wires, a plus and a minus, coming off it. They should be going directly to the siren speaker terminals on either the left and the right. If you're using a 100-watt siren system, you can either use this side or this side. It doesn't matter. They both put out a strong 100 watts. So make sure when you're installing your siren that your siren is wired correctly. If you're taking a siren out of a existing piece of apparatus and you're replacing it with ours, please make sure that your siren speakers are wired correctly. If you try to install a siren speaker system that's wired incorrectly on our siren or anybody's siren, it will damage the unit, which is not covered under warranty. So please be sure before you take out your old siren and you install any of our sirens that the siren speaker is wired directly from the siren speaker to the siren without interruption. It's very important, and the first page of our instruction manual is a warning page to make sure that you take precaution and check that before you install our siren. So to the siren has a terminal strip on the bottom. Terminal strip has your two siren speakers, which are two on the left and two terminals on the right. You have a power, you have a ground, you have two unused terminals, and then you have a horn ring. The horn ring is a positive horn ring, which means every time you tap it with a positive signal, it's going to rotate through the sirens as long as the siren is in the manual mode. The manual mode, you can also go through these siren tones by hitting the air horn button while the system's in manual mode, which we'll go over as well. The wiring is very, very cut and dry. It's very easy. You have a power wire, you have a ground wire. Make sure when you wire your power wire that you're going to a strong power source. Do not go to a fuse block. Do not go to a cigarette lighter. Make sure that your power source is a good, strong power source like your car battery, an ignition switch, or a power block that was installed in the apparatus when it was built. The siren comes with a 15-amp fusible link, which you can see here. That comes with the siren. Make sure you install that within the power wire just in case something happens. Your ground wire should be going to a good ground source. And what I mean by a good ground source is not on a weld, not on a paint or primer. Make sure that if you're screwing it into the body of your apparatus that you scrape the primer, you scrape the paint away so you got a nice clean bare ground surface. And also make sure you include a star washer in there just to make sure it's got a good ground contact. Your speaker leads, as we mentioned before, I've talked about them before. Make sure they're going directly to the siren speaker with no interruptions. We recommend using the U-clamps on the siren speakers and all the terminals just for a good clean installation. If you have any questions about that, feel free to give me a call. So now that the siren is on, it's very, very simple. You have got your manual mode, which while it's in manual mode, you can rotate through the siren tones by just pressing the air horn button, for example. So you get the hint on that, and you see how that works. Radio mode does nothing. Standby mode is just in standby, and then you have your whales. And I'm going to rotate through the tones so you can hear them all. And one thing about our siren is the intersection tone. The intersection tone overrides everything. And when I mean it overrides everything is you can be running it in Powercall, Whale, no matter what happens when you press the intersection mode, that's what you're going to get. And the only way to turn it off is to either turn the siren off or press that button again. So make sure if for some reason that your intersection mode is on and it won't shut off that you just press the button or just turn the siren off real quick. Other than that, it's a very cut and dry installation. It's 4 wires if you're using it for 100 watts. It's 6 wires if you're using it for 200 watts. It's a very easy siren to use. It is definitely our top seller at Powercall Sirens. Once again, it's available for $319.99 on the website, plus shipping and handling. They are in stock and available. If you have any questions, you can hit the Contact Us button at the top of our website, and feel free to drop any questions that you have. Also, look at our response videos on our YouTube page, as people upload those all the time, and you can see what it sounds like, and you can see what it looks like going down the road. My name's David Fierstein. I'm the owner of Powercall Sirens. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and thank you for watching.